Hello, my friends. Rachel Archelaus here, founder of the Intuitive Art Academy. And today I want to take the mystery out of websites that work. So you may be a solopreneur, a service provider of some kind, creating your own website, and you may wonder, is it good enough? Is it going to get me clients? Why isn't it working? So I'm going to share my checklist with you for websites, but I'm going to show you a website that is designed to attract the right kind of client and book a sale, and also a website that isn't working as good as she would like it to, and offer some suggestions based on my checklist. So first of all, I want to say that this information is out there. I did not create the concepts in my checklist. It was just compiled over years of learning and trial and error on my own websites, because I've always made my own websites. I've been doing this for, well, the worksheet is from 2013, and I've been doing it for 2 years since before that, so it's been a while. And I definitely love when a website draws attention, gets sales, inquiries, makes money on its own, so that I can wake up and have money in my bank account where I didn't need to personally interact with that person in order to make a sale. Now, maybe that's not your business model, right? Maybe you are only selling like sessions, coaching. Maybe you need to have a conversation with a buyer before that. That is okay too. We'll cover that here today. And in fact, our first website has the option of booking a call before somebody buys a coaching package. So just take a look. If you have your own website, see what you can learn here and improve your sales. Because if you can put in a little bit of work now on your website, but it increases the number of clients that you have, that is truly priceless. So let's take a look at these websites. Here is Kimberly's website. She is an amazing soul. She's a singer-songwriter. She's been a counselor for very many years, and she started an expressive arts business a couple months ago, I think, and is having trouble getting some momentum. First, I want to say, Kim, you're amazing, and it can take a while. It can definitely take a while to gain momentum. So it doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. But there are some things that I can offer you about your website that could make it maybe a little bit stronger and help it connect with your prospective client better. So at the end of this video, I'll show you the checklist, everybody, so that you can use it on your own. But for now, I just want to go through as a prospective client and just see what I find about your website. I'm going to be pretty nitpicky. Take it or leave it. Please don't think of anything as criticism. This is just what I'm sharing as somebody who could possibly be a paying client coming to your website. So you're amazing. That doesn't change just because I might say some negative things about your website. So for all of you, don't confuse those things. Okay. First of all, this picture being pixelated, it's not the right resolution for what you're using it for. So I like the colors. I love the gold and the black and the green. Like, those are colors that speak to me, but it doesn't look high quality. It doesn't look professional, just because I can tell that the resolution isn't good enough for where it is. Like, it's too big for the actual picture size. There's no clear focal point on your homepage either. So there's nothing that really stands out that my eye is drawn to. So right when I come to your webpage, I kind of blank out, and that can increase your bounce rate, which is when people come and then they click away. We do have this big white square, but it's definitely a logo. Finding self through creativity. This is really the only thing on the page that tells me what guided expressive arts is. Finding self through creativity. So I would make this a bright color, something that stands out. This is the one thing on the page that tells me what expressive arts is, because I am in the business of, I guess, expressive arts, really process art, really intuitive art. But what is an expressive arts journey? I don't even know that. So finding self through creativity, that should be the focal point. If you want your clients to understand what they would be getting on this journey, what is an expressive arts journey, finding self through creativity, this would be red, maroon, a bright, warm color will stand out. And that way, when somebody comes to the page, that's the first thing they'll see, because that needs to be what people see. And honestly, I didn't even see this the first time I came to your website. It was, it's kind of underneath this. And this is a big font. So I came over here, Valkyrie, a Norse warrior angel archetype who is a spiritual guide and embodiment of feminine power. Okay, your guided expressive arts journey begins here. It could be cool if there was a button here, like learn more, click, because again, this is very static. And this is the only thing that gives me energy, gives me like, oh, how does all this relate to me? I'm the one that needs to connect with this page, right? This is cool, but if there's no context, it doesn't mean anything. So I like that. Maybe this could be on the about page, but you need this above the fold part of your homepage to speak to your prospective client. And this is really the only thing that does. Okay, now we're going down and there's nothing else. I mean, there is a little bit, but that's it. So this is good that this is all above the fold, but there's got to be a call to action here. And there is, but there's no link. So you could go, you can even hyperlink this, right? Or this. So if you don't have the option of putting in a button, hyperlink this, like your guided expressive arts journey begins here. Hyperlink this to options, perhaps. Because this is where, and options is nice, but what if I want coaching sessions? Like options is okay, it is creative, but it doesn't necessarily make me want to click there, right? Options for what? Options is where we want people to go, right? So what is offered? This could be, what do they get? What is this all about? That's what I'm missing from the whole website. What is an expressive arts journey? What is an expressive arts session? Where am I going? What results do I get? Where's the destination? I don't know any of that, right? So, and it doesn't have to be flowery. I think a lot of people, myself included, guys, when I started for 2 whole years after I had my website up, I had no services on my services page. So I'm not picking on anybody, right? Everyone goes at their own pace. Everyone has their own path of least resistance. I can get into my groove and like get really critical, but I just want you to know that I've been through all of this. You are all loved. You are all amazing. And your self-worth has nothing to do with your website. And I get it. I had a services page with no services for 2 years when I started. So none of this is picking on you, but in order for me to give you money, I need to know what I'm going to be getting. And a session is not enough. A session doesn't tell me anything. So I need to know what expressive arts means, what I'm getting out of a session. What does it look like? What are some of the things that we might do? You don't have to have an outline, but like some of the ways that I can be helped, and why am I there? What am I being helped for? What does the end of my journey look like? Like, how will I be different after the transformation, Okay, so let's just see. What is on the top of this page? Individual sessions, online or in person. Through talking with me about your goals and needs, I will design a way forward that feels comfortable for you. Sessions can be booked. Okay, so then this is the only bit of information I get before it goes into technicality. Sessions can be booked weekly, every other week, or more occasionally, 75 minutes long. Money. I mean, it's good that this is all here, but okay, so you have a couple examples down there, but why am I talking to you about my goals and needs? What kind of goals and needs do you work with? Do you have a specialty? What do we do? What makes this expressive arts journey different from a therapy journey, right? We got to know that. Okay, here you have some interesting ideas. I design and deliver group programs for 2 or more participants that offer optimum value. What is the value? These usually have a specific theme or focus. Examples might be vision board making, setting healthy boundaries, building self-esteem, working through grief or loss. So it's okay to be able to talk about anything or do anything, but we need to know what is the theme, what is the glue that's holding all of those ideas together? What's the process? Not everyone knows what expressive arts means, and I don't either. So this is good, but you make people go to the contact page, which I guess is okay, but try to link it, so that I can just click. So let me go. And I'm realizing there's no way to directly book a session. So if you need people to go to the contact page to talk to you before they book a session, that needs to be really clear. Otherwise, there's no way I can hire you, right? If you're like, okay, before you book a session, let's chat, that has to be under the session option and a link to the page of contact me, or just put in a little link for a PayPal checkout button. You don't need any special service or anything. So basically, if people are struggling to find a way to pay you and book you, they're not going to proceed any further. I think it would take a lot for me to read that, realize I need to go to the contact page. The contact page doesn't really say anything about finding out more about a session. It just says, I look forward to talking with you. Plus you have to click the button. It's just too many steps in between. So if you can, go to PayPal, check out Square if you're looking for an easy integration with a calendar and a checkout system. So make it easier for the person to buy. Make it easy for the person to buy, and they will. Contact. Okay. Click there. Okay, that's cute. Good. So there's a way to get in touch with you. Your guide. Okay, here's your page. Your face. Your face. You singing. I love that. My expressive arts approach encourages you to use your intuition and spirituality to find answers and meaning from within. I can lead you in any form of creative expression that feels right for you. If you don't know which mode of creativity suits you, I can help you find out. See, this needs to be here. And frankly, on your homepage too. Because we just need to know more. And I love that you have reviews, but they're very vague, which is okay, better than nothing. But I just need to know more. And maybe a picture of you doing art or creativity. I like these pictures, but is this what people would do in a session? I need it to be more grounded, what happens in a session? This? Great. amazing. Like this, maybe, okay, vision boards, art making, music, writing, poetry, collage, photography, any form of creative expression helps you tune into your higher self. Homepage, homepage, homepage. Why do we want to tune into our higher self? Right? Are you feeling okay? Homepage, homepage, homepage. Are you feeling the effects of the pandemic fatigue? Experiencing major life transition, need to make a big decision, feeling disconnected from yourself or others. Homepage. Read on. There's nowhere to read on. Okay. If you want to discover who you are, what you need, what your purpose is, or if you want to deepen your connection to a spiritual presence that can help guide you, book a session. Not read on. There's nothing to read. Book a session and link to your options page. But this is, well, maybe not up there. Here, down, it could use some tweaking, but here, down, with some pictures, and here is a much more effective homepage, much more effective. So what you are doing is something that most beginners do in business, which is they focus on the technical part, the methodology, right? This is what we can use. These are the tools I have. Instead of, this is the outcome, the results that you want. Even here, there's not too much focus on results. There is, what is your problem? Here is like, you'll find support and guidance, but it's still better than what's on the homepage right now. And again, none of this is to pick on you. You're doing amazing. You have all the elements, basically. They're just in different places than I would suggest. But you can reorganize this and link the pages together better in a way that inspires people, that makes them feel safe and connected to the work that you do. They can understand what they're getting themselves into, because some people are afraid of artistic expression. And if you show them things like this, like, oh, I could do that, or I could do a collage, like, or I could never make jewelry, but I could paint this, I could do this. I love glitter. Like, give them the experience of the session here so they feel safe enough to book with you, but focus more in general on results. So you have the pain point, but also if you're looking to feel more confident in your decisions, if you're looking to trust yourself more, if you are wanting to find more grounding, even in challenging circumstances, like, those are really vague too, but it's the other side of these, right? That is my suggestion. And then I'll give the checklist at the end. You can take a look at that and see what you think. But now I want to go to a private client of mine that and she's been a student for many years. She's gone through many, many, many website transformations. So she started out more vague, more flowery, more like love and higher self and guidance and, like less specific words, and had a challenge getting people to book directly from her website, which is normal. I've been there too, did that for a long time. But she just made a new update to her website that is fantastic and actually was the catalyst for this video. So Kim, I love you. And I just want you to know, like, this wasn't the catalyst for the video. It wasn't like, oh, this website is so bad, let me make a video. It was that Beate's website was so amazing. I wanted to show it off. And I just happened to see your website and wanted to include some tips for you. So let's go to Beate's website and we'll check that out. Okay, here we are. So this is Beate. I think she has a picture of herself. Here she is. She's amazing. Like I said, she's been through a lot of different businesses, a lot of different websites. And when I saw this, I was just so excited because it's a different experience. And I hope you'll just be able to see it and also experience it with me. So, first of all, it's clear. There are different colors, different fonts, so that where does my eye go? It goes here and it goes here. So those are okay landing spots. I mean, this is probably what we want to go to. So this could even be a brighter color. Like you could match this bright pink here. That would make this even stronger. But as it is, there's really only one place to go. This is an easy scan of the eye, but we basically are directed here, right? So mentoring, get into the flow of creating the business you desire. Super, super clear. It's also the background supports what this kind of work will be, right? Like there's color, there's movement, there's art here. So we don't know what it is yet. It hasn't been said, but at least it's like it's imparting an energy of this. This isn't regular business coaching background, right? This is something different. So I'm intrigued. And not just because it's intuitive art. Okay, so mentoring. Get into the flow of creating the business you desire. Your higher self knows best what a fulfilling and profitable business looks like for you, what the easiest way is for you to attract your ideal clients into your world, or how you can create a successful business where you can express yourself fully. That's a lot of destination. Oh, express myself fully, attract ideal clients, profitable business, fulfilling, higher self. So right off the bat, I will know if this is what I'm looking for and if this approach matches my values. So I'm always looking for a way that's in alignment with my higher self. This is not a hustle harder to get your business. This is not a you know what I mean? This is for a certain kind of person, and they're going to know that based on the language here, which is great. Your intuition is the bridge to the messages of your higher self and available to you anytime. With you feeling passionate and inspired about your business, your intuition is telling you that you are on the right path. Yet when things don't go as planned, or when you are worried or tense and out of alignment, it can be difficult to hear the tiny voice of your intuition. It can be tricky to distinguish if it's actually your intuition talking or if it's your fear, your ego, or any other voice in your head. So she's setting up the problem. She's saying, yeah, intuition will guide you to the right path, but you can't hear your intuition if these things are present. Instead of staying stuck in a situation or with a decision, it's so helpful to reach out to get the help you need to open up your intuition again. So this is how she can help you. As your mentor, I hold this space for you so you can relax and align with your desires again. I mean, this is even a little bit vague, right? But it's still specific enough so that if this is what someone wants, if they agree that intuition is the way forward, the easiest path forward, and they're not in a place right now where they can hear it, they are perfect for Beate, and they will probably book a free discovery call, right? Great button, interactive, it moves, it's clear, it's where you want them to go. But if they're not sold yet, or if they're not, at the place where they're willing to go and put their information in and book a call, they keep going. What can you expect from the mentoring? Perfect. So she'll go into this. I won't read it all, but we want to know these things in order to feel safe. We want to see her face in order to feel safe. Having me as your mentor will help you. Great. Here are destinations. Where are we going? What does the journey result in? Perfect. How you can work with me. Mentoring package, which includes, a free call and an instant clarity mentoring session. So if you want to have a session right away, here it is, and here's how much it is. And it's clear. Get the clarity you need to move on and feel calm and inspired again. Book your session. I didn't test any of these buttons. Great. Face again. Intuitive art. So she's not leading with the tools or the methodology. See? But she's showing you what it will be. Excellent. How will you feel? Okay, perfect. In this instant clarity mentoring session, we work through a block, a more complex question or decision, the direction of your business life. You will leave the session with a clear answer and action steps that will feel inspired to you. This might even be worthwhile to put here because I know you might want symmetry, right? And I love symmetry, but what was on this next page sells this session. So the clarity you need to move on and feel calm and inspired again is much more vague than working through a block, complex problem or decision, direction, right? We'll leave with a clear answer and action step. That is so, you feel it, right? You feel like, oh, this is what I want or this isn't what I want. But it gives you more. I like that, and I like that it's just through a calendar. I mean, obviously, this is a little bit more technical than Kim's website, and that's okay. If you don't know how to do this, it's okay. You don't need this, but it is nice, isn't it? It's nice to be able to see if the time works for you before you hand over the money. I don't even have this. You have to book and pay first, and then you get my calendar link. So great job. Great job. I love it. I'm sure there's probably more, like great testimonials, wonderful, a reminder. So the point of this website is to get these calls, right? That's what I would say, because that is the predominant thing that we're seeing here. Book these calls. And that's a wonderful thing because she's going to make the bulk of her money off of long-term coaching clients. I love how clear it is. I love the art. I would really connect with this as a prospective client. She's got a video, who I am and why you can trust me. Love it. I'm not going to read all of this, but she's got some of her art here. Love it. Her background. Excellent. What is it you want to align with? That is such a great question. I love that. All right. Now, Beate didn't do this herself. That's okay, right? Whether you're going this alone, whether you have help, whether you can update it or not yourself, like all of that is okay. You can have a wonderful website regardless of your technical ability. Oh, and this is the homepage. Okay, so I hadn't been here. Mentor for coaches. Let your intuition help you create the business you desire. Oh, great. And this is an even more who she's talking to. As a coach in the online space, you are faced with a myriad of decisions every single day. Man, this is so good. Okay, so clear and direct. Oh, and here we go. Instant clarity mentoring session. She has that stuff that I wanted. Not completely. I think it's still the clearest on the actual booking page, but at least there's more here. All right. So good. Beate, well done. Well done. You kept going, you kept updating, you kept changing. This is so strong, and I love it. This is beautiful, by the way. This artwork here with the purple, I love the colors. Very, very professional. And still artistic and fun, and I love it. All right, I'm gonna end this here, show you the checklist. Okay. So here is the checklist. You get to see my 2013 face. I had a really wacky haircut with lots of colors in it. I call this my Brooklyn look, Brooklyn, New York. So anyway, I still have the Soul-Centered Business Bootcamp. It's a bonus in a lot of the courses that I teach in my group coaching and in my certification. Just popping in here to say that you can now access the Soul-Centered Business Bootcamp and a dozen other of my courses on business and spiritual development all in one convenient package for as little as $99 a month. So if you want, check it out below. I will leave a link. So check that out if you would like to expand your view into more of online business wisdom. But let's go through this checklist. I'm not going to go through everything. You can take a screenshot of this and read it all, but I just want to share the main points. So basically, every great website adds value, right? Do you have a video, an audio, a blog post? Like, can people learn something on your website, right? In the case of these two, I would say there's not a ton of learning going on, and this isn't the most important thing. You don't need every single thing on this checklist. So if something doesn't appeal to you, if you're like, yeah, I just want to keep it like a calling card, I don't want to add a whole lot of stuff to it, just ignore this tip. But it can help keep people coming to your website, right, as a prospective client, and then eventually lead to sales. Does it collect emails? Now, Beate has a booking form for Clarity calls, so she will be able to collect emails of people who book a free call with her, but there isn't an extra layer of like, this is a freebie for you. That's okay, you can do that in time, but it is nice to be able to collect emails so that you can email people and build a relationship with them over time, instead of it just be like, oh, you're not going to be a client this time, maybe they forget about you. Don't worry about that if you're still new, if you're setting things up, but eventually it might be nice to have an email list. Shares a story. Now, both of you had this definitely. Like Kim, you had your about page. We see you as a singer-songwriter. We see your art journey. We learn more about you. Beate, you had a great about page. We saw like personal things, business things, your education. That was really wonderful. Directs attention. Beate, 10 out of 10, great job. I knew where you wanted me to go. There was one option, basically. Yes, there was a little menu on top, but you did a great job of like, this is where you want to go. Kim, it was like just a little, you can see how Beate is a little more streamlined. Yours is a little more frenetic. So you can help that by linking some pages together, creating a more unified point to the site. What is the client going to get out of an expressive arts journey? That, I think, is the question that if you can answer that, you'll get a lot more bookings. What is the client getting out of this journey? Provides testimonials. You both did this. Wonderful. In the future, try to get more specific results, right? But still, they're there. That's awesome. Offers a solution. Okay, the most important one. I don't know why I put it like almost last, but know what solution you offer and reference that on every page and in every product. So why are they booking? Why am I booking? How are you going to solve my problem or make my life better? And why would I pay you and spend time with you? Like, what am I going to get out of it? That's super key. And it's not your tools or your methodology, right? It's their result. That's what's most important. Those are the basics. Here are some extra elements that add character, authority, and make you feel more like an expert. Your picture, you both had your picture, which was great. Media mentions. Have you written an article for somewhere? Were you featured anywhere? Quoted anywhere? Like, those are things you can collect. I'm interviewed on a podcast. Put that somewhere on your website because it does help your prospective clients to just trust you. If someone else is vetting you by having you on their website or their podcast or in their YouTube video, then that's good enough for other people. You know, like, we just want to feel safe. We want to feel safe. If we're going to be open and vulnerable with someone, and in both of your cases, that's what's going to happen, then your prospective client needs to know they can trust you and that other people trust you. That's the checklist. I know this is a difficult journey. This is not just about putting together a website. This is about believing in yourself, feeling confident enough to share a destination, an outcome, a result that your clients can have. This is a lot. This is about you saying to the world, this is how I can help you and this is what you can expect from this. So this is a big deal. This is a big energetic deal. And I would say before you go and work on your website, focus on the ideal client. Like, what do you love spending time talking about? What is the outcome that you can see your clients achieving in their best possible light? Like, how are they thriving? What are they doing? And believe in yourself. Get into the state of you kicking some butt in this business and like doing the things that you love doing and offering the assistance that you love offering. Getting to the state of this working out and this being successful before you work on your website, it'll make it a lot easier. So hope this was all helpful. You guys know I love you, and you're doing great work. Keep going. It's totally worth it. And that's it for now. I love you. Bye.